Alright guys, it's Demon coming back for another round of Final Fantasy XIV. So, we had the previous episode, if I remember correctly, arriving back in Renovant's Tower after dealing with the stuff with Iceheart, and now we are preparing to meet a carriage on the outskirts of the city. Ah, how nice. I bet Jesus is pissed. He's like, I'm not going to deal with this stuff today, I'm going to get mad. Though I should have a little bit of time to record today. Again, same as always, just trying to record to get some stuff done. I had a little bit of work today. It's a pretty slow day. I actually got really lucky. I'm not complaining at all. Got to read a book all day pretty much. Some relaxing general stuff. That is Midphilia. So I guess this is where we're waiting at? Oh, I thought she was telling my character off. Let's see, what the hell are you doing? Oh god, it feels great. Only thing make me feel better is a cup of coffee. I don't remember these people.
Minfilia, am I right?
None other. I bid you welcome to Revenant's Toll, and thank you for traveling so far on such short notice.
As if I could ever say no to Urianger.
Moonbreeder is an accomplished Garlean scholar and an authority on Aetherite technologies. She has played an invaluable role in our search for a means to capture Ascian souls.
Charmed, I'm sure.
I just nod. Really, that much for nothing? I'm not posted in an ether-rich wasteland. This place is a good deal livelier than I expected. Just goes to show that you never know until you know. Let's return to the Rising Sun at once, then we have much to discuss. I actually don't remember this lady that much, surprisingly enough. I don't know why. Sounds like other groups of people you deal with in this. That person gold as hell. Wonder what that looks like with ray tracing. I remember when I had ray tracing. It was the year 1972. Stupid ass crap. I can't actually say that. Eventually, if I upgrade to a 3080, I will have ray tracing. I actually want to see what that looks like. I'm actually fascinated. Like, I don't pay attention to the graphic details that much in games anymore, especially like new games, like something like Cyberpunk. Oh, I'll be in love. Is that Puati on the wall back there? I made you manage to find all the pieces after, well, you know. I mean, I didn't.
Moon! Gods, it's been ages!
Oh,
He-
longer, sister.
Oh god, he's about to cause trouble.
A joyous reunion indeed.
Well, of course it is. Moon and I are like twin sisters.
Save in appearance and aptitude.
Wow.
Everyone, if I could have your attention. We have with us an esteemed guest who has come from Garlean to assist us. I bid Moonbreeder join us here that she might share with us her extensive knowledge of Aetherites. Also, as many of you are already aware, she has been overseeing our research into white Auracite, a sample of which she has been good enough to bring with her.
Well, I had to come, didn't I? You'd have to be bloody daft to turn your nose up at a chance like this. Where better to conduct my final tests than a land so steeped in ether you can taste it?
That's a sample. That bitch thick.
'Tis plain the passage of the years hath done little to dampen thy youthful spirits.
Oh god. Eorzeans about to
And
start
nothing
riddles.
at all to reform thy youthful manner.
Oh god, he's talking in riddles. The poor man.
Eorzeans, where in the hells have you been hiding?
Unhand me.
most unriddled response yet.
I come all this way, and that's what you have to say to me. I much preferred when you were pleading with me to drop everything and hurry to your side. What was it you said? None save thee can satisfy this need.
Go on.
Oh, Thancred's about to have a field day. Oh, for we are.
Thine artless attempts to misrepresent mine all too innocent motives do thee little credit. Mine intent, as well thou knowest, was but to impress upon thee the gravity of the circumstance. Lest thou doubt, a deiform entity shall shortly be summoned, save if thou and no other grantest my compeers thine aid.
You still haven't found it, then? Your missing aetherite?
We have not. No. We know that Iceheart teleported to an aetherite not far from the first. Yet even after careful analysis, we could not locate the second beacon. We now suspect that the heretics destroyed the second aetherite to impede our pursuit. Our allies continue to scour Snowcloak for Iceheart's sanctuary, but we have no guarantee that they will find it. Yet it must be found, for even now Iceheart prepares to call upon Saint Shiva.
I'm sorry, but if the aetherite's been destroyed, then that's that. Although, you're absolutely sure she used the first aetherite, are you? She didn't just use teleportation magics?
One of our own bore witness to her escape. I can say with absolute certainty that Iceheart used the aetherite.
Don't look at me.
In that case, there might be a way, so long as the ethereal current is still flowing.
Truly? How?
You didn't even say how.
We use the current to recreate the beacon. As you know, aetherites are a bit like lighthouses. We use them to reconstitute our physical forms when crossing the ethereal sea. Without them, we'd lose all sense of direction and our essence would dissipate. However, we don't rely solely on these beacons. There are currents of ether which flow between them, currents which help guide us to our destination. Now, these currents will gradually dwindle away to nothing if an aetherite is destroyed. But if even a sluggish flow remains, we could theoretically use it to direct a surge of concentrated ether towards the void left by the beacon, and thereby fill it up again.
Like opening the floodgates to fill a dry riverbed. Though, correct me if I'm wrong, but would we not need a veritable reservoir of ether?
In concert, we might manage to channel a sufficient volume, yet that is not my chief concern. To direct the flow of so great a volume of ether with the requisite precision would be a nigh impossible task in itself.
I barely succeeded in facilitating travel to an unattuned beacon. That which you describe sounds considerably more difficult.
And dangerous. Every person who has attempted to teleport in this fashion has died in the process. They, however, did not have white auracite at their disposal. I can use it to channel all the ether you can give me into the aetherite. However, white auracite cannot retain ether for an extended period of time, so we would need to infuse it immediately beforehand. Just so you know, I'd confidently give this plan better than even odds of success. And if the worst comes to worst, your people won't suffer.
Though it risk the lives of our best and brightest, we have not the time to seek other options. If the ethereal current still flows, we shall carry out Moonbreeder's plan.
Who's gonna go?
That's the spirit. Let's roll the dice.
Why are you all looking at me? Why is my character smiling? I would not be smiling. I'd have went, oh crap. Just like a Gimli in Lord of the Rings. Many dangers, small likelihood of success. What are we waiting for? Oh, I love that. That was a great scene. Already informed Alphano of our plan to recreate the beacon in manner Moonbreeder described. He agreed that despite the inherent danger, it represents our only hope of success. He only said that he wished to meet with you at Snowcloak before proceeding, but you'll find him waiting for you there when you arrive. I want you to know that I appreciate everything you've done on our behalf, Hydaelyn, and that I have faith you'll return us, as you always have. And if I don't, I'll probably haunt all your punk asses because you let me die. I don't know. I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan. I can't remember that quote exactly, but if I see the scene, I'm pretty sure I can get it. I'm trying to remember which one that's from. Oh my god, I can't remember that. I can't remember which scene that's from. My Lord of the Rings memories is like they're all melded together as one. I actually haven't like sat down and watched the movies for a long time. Well, actually no, I can't say that. I watched Fellowship and Two Towers not like several months back. And every time I get to that point, I'm like, I'm gonna watch Return of the King, and I never did it. Although I think at the same time I was also watching Band of Brothers, and I think I stopped around 6 or 7. I never finished that either. I don't know, that's my thing. I have a problem with that. Like, when it comes to watching television, my brain doesn't like watching it anymore as much as it used to. It just, like, it doesn't get as much entertainment. I'd rather just, like, sit back and play a game, because I feel like I'm doing more than just watching TV. On the other hand, Return of the King. Well, actually, no, it's primarily because it just takes a lot of hours to watch that crap. Good to see you out here. I was starting to wonder if you were having second thoughts. Captain Aelbert sends his regards, by the way. He attends to the interrogation of Aline Royale and Olda even as we speak. Mine shall not distract you from the matter at hand. We discussed the idea upon your return. I trust that, by which I mean to say him. The others are waiting for us at the Aetherite after you, Scion. I hope I don't die. The wind in this game is so unnatural. I like the addition, but it is unnatural as hell. The simple shake of the head. A modest node. Do I have to put my stuff in there so it goes boom? There, it's ready. Ooh. Ah, it worked, I think. Try tuning to these right now. Feel for the current and try to locate the beacon. Okay. If I die, I blame you. We've done all we can, and for now let us withdraw. When your final preparation is complete, you must seek out the beacon we have created. If by the grace of the 12 you arrive safely, you must stop Iceheart before she summons Siva. Oh, wait a minute. Does that mean that... Oh, crap. Now we cannot ignore the possibility that our actions have alerted Iceheart to our plans. Should that be the case, she may attempt to hasten the completion of the summoning ritual, and if she succeeds, you will have little choice but to face Shiva in battle. Knowing this of little Saint, I cannot say if your own strength will suffice, so I encourage you to call upon your allies. Some may have reservations about wagering their lives on the success of Renbrita's experiment, but others will surely agree that desperate times call for desperate measures. Before you assemble your party, pray speak with that knight. I believe he has a message from you from Sir Emeric. Madam, Sir Emeric regrets he cannot be here in person, as that I read you to this letter. Isgard faces an unprecedented threat, yet in our need is not her knights who stand poised to defend her. Zhed, the warrior of light. Savior of Eorzea, your deeds this day shall not be forgotten. Where others would flee, you chose to remain. Where others would falter, you rise to the challenge. Where others would use their gifts for selfish ends, you wield yours in service to a greater cause. And alone bless you with good fortune and see you safely home. Oh, thank you very much. I gotta do this amphitheater thing? This I actually don't remember. Oh, this is a trial. Ooh. Wait a minute, that means that's the last trial. Yes! Yes! Last trial. And as always, guys, you guys are going to get a small amount of jump cut, and I'm probably going to watch the video and then record it, and then blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to record it, but god damn it. I'm going to make a damn note on it, so I'll see you guys when it comes back. Alright, guys, so we are back into it, so let's sit there and see if we get everybody ready up. Yes, I'm alive, I'm back. I sat here for almost 20 minutes. So that means I got 15 more minutes of video to do. Who the hell is this bitch praying to?
You should never have come here, warrior of light. I labor only to forge a lasting peace.
Ooh.
A peace you would deny us out of ignorance and blind faith. No matter. If it is our fate to be at odds, then it is mine to strike you down. We whom gods and men have forsaken shall be the instruments of our own deliverance. Partake of my flesh. Fill this vessel with your light. Walk amongst your brothers and sisters once more. Oh, Saint Shiva, still the hatred within our hearts and bless us with eternal grace.
She is one crazy ass bitch. The hell? Luckily for you guys, you get the jump cut. I gotta sit here and suffer. Make them suffer. God damn it. I hate when you get those itches in your ear. And a itch. There's a lot of people still watching that cutscene, it looks like. Oh no, there's only one person. Got fat. Interesting. I'm assuming that's a samurai. Alright, I'm assuming there's only one player who hasn't done this yet, since it says one or more party members. Okay, so she immediately went to that. You gotta pay attention to every single action she does. she has these AoE attacks that can do a fair bit of damage to you, so you always got to pay attention to them, make sure you don't get hit. Oh, she's going to that sword thing, gotta be careful of that now. Oh, crap. Why'd she turn around? Something happened there. She's supposed to focus on the main tank. Why'd she turn around and kill all of us? I'm asking that in chat, see what anybody else has got to add to this. You're not supposed to die like that. She's supposed to focus on whoever the main tank is and attack them solely. She literally turned around and just dabbed on us. I don't get that. That was rather broken. Don't stand in front of her. She's turned around and destroyed all of us. Oh, I know why. It's because the tank was there. It's their fault that bitch killed all of us. The person playing tank, instead of staying on one side, walked over to us, and then we got hit by it. If they would have stayed on the side they were staying on, we never would have got hit. But because they walked around, we ended up all getting hit by that attack. I'm just gonna sit here on this end and just pray I don't get hit again. Oh yeah, I remember that. It's like a weak attack game. You just gotta focus on it all that much. I don't know which one we're focusing on first. I'm just gonna do this attack. Simple. Make it quick, not go boom, boom, boom. It's a magic bitch. Gotta kill her for that attack that's done. Oh crap. Yeah, the thing. I think we're good. I hope the healers heal us. Standing in the middle is where it's all good. So that explains why that person got us all killed. Said, I thought it would kill me if it just stacked on me. Dumbass. How that works. Oh, I'm good. That's a weird attack, man. Yep, that's exactly what happened. That person thought that if they didn't stack with us that they would die instant. The problem is they didn't die instant. They got all of us killed because they're in action. That actually sucks. Victory! Screech! I'm a wiener. I always get the healers. Without them, we would be doomed. And if it wasn't for my exhaustion levels, I'd probably be asleep. How may I assist you? You look depressed.
Fool. Blind, bloody fool. You, of all people, should understand the suffering war begets. That no sacrifice is too great if it brings an end to the violence. Mine is the righteous cause. You fight in a war you do not understand. A pawn of liars and schemers. And they are no less ignorant than you, following the creed of their fathers without question, never thinking to ask why. Trapped in a delusion of their own creation, and blind to the truth. Warrior of Light, redemption is not beyond us. We who walk before may lead those who walk after. Seek the Keeper of the Lake. See with eyes unclouded. Do not squander Mother's gift. Hear, feel, think.
So she has a connection to the Echo. Very nice. Very nice. Ascian friends. Delabrea.
And so the vessel withdraws. A predictable outcome.
No.
Nevertheless, La Habrea will be pleased.
Whoever
Unfortunate.
shoots him with an arrow gets bonus points. Ooh, look at that. How am I supposed to get back? Oh. Cool. Well, by the 12, you're alive. I mean, of course you're alive. Why wouldn't you be? That'd be my response. Heitzar did what? And you're certain about that? Are you? Dravanians are skilled with glamours after all. Look, if you say that what you saw, I believe you. It's just I've never heard of a primal being summoned like that before. Are you sure you're not injured? Head trauma has been known to cause hallucinations, you see. No, fair enough. I was only asking. Why would I have head trauma? I'm not in the NFL. You ask me, there's naught to be gained from mulling over the implications of your story in the freezing cold. Let's save it for the rising suns. I'll get you everyone to meet us there. But before that, you had best pay a visit to White Brim Front and speak with Alpha. He's probably worried sick about you. That, or he's busy playing politics with the Guardians. Either way, I'm pretty sure he'll be glad to see you hale and healthy. Speaking of which, you don't have a headache or anything, do you? No? Blurred vision? Oh, no reason. See you again soon. Wait a minute. I'm pretty damn sure she knows more about that traveling stuff, and she assumed that you would have a concussion or have some type of related brain trauma. Ah. Just like the NFL. Oh, I love memes. Can't keep saying that. I'll probably get like a copyright strike from freaking one of the players or something, or one of the organizations. You can't make fun of our concussion protocols. Never. But you're okay with it. Never. Best part about this is my character is still wearing a t-shirt and it's probably like 10 degrees outside. Perfectly fine. No cold. Alpha, no, what up? Swear to God, you freak out. There she is, and none the worse for wear. Was there any doubt that the Warrior of Light would succeed? I think I speak for all of us when I say that I should be liking nothing more than to hear the stirring tale of your victory, if you would be so kind. Well, I dabbed, and then I dabbed. And we were too late to prevent the summoning. But not too late to prevent further loss of life, an outcome worthy of celebration. And one for which we have Hydaelyn to thank. Yes, you are right. Of course, Sir Emmerich, we should be content with what we have accomplished. I for one could not have wished for a better outcome. Shiva is no longer a threat and her territory has been rounded. I is not a wise house escape, but she cannot run forever. Whether it takes days, weeks, moons, or even years, my knights will find her. In the meantime, Lord Jormont, is the caravan ready? Supplies that your men recovered have been prepared for transport, in accordance with your wishes. Rest assured that the knights will see them safely to Renovate Stole. Of course, I have no doubt. I take these are the self-named supplies the heretics stole from the House of Forton caravan? Less the crystals which comprised the bulk of the shipment, yes, scarcely a fraction of which was promised, but a meaningful contribution to your cause all the same. On an unrelated note, I might trouble your company to Camp Dragonhead at your earliest convenience. Yeah, sure. 'Tis not for my benefit. A certain lord was most distressed when he learned of your intent to risk life and limb to stop Icehard. It took half a dozen knights to restrain him, I am told. Oh, God. I can only assume. Men give vent to their anxieties in myriad ways. Pray do not think less of him. The question is, what knight could possibly have had that problem? What knight could possibly have had a minor freakout that my character was going to go get themselves possibly killed? And a Camp Dragonhead, I can only fathom. It's like there's so many of them. This is gonna be a long one. This will be hilarious. Nice horse. I always wanted to get one of those horses. That way I can go wee snaw, wee snaw, wee snaw. Oh, I wish this game was like Red Dead Redemption where you can get a freaking donkey. Now that would be fun. Now, what up? If your business here is good, we should attend to Sir Emmerich in the ancestry. Oh, Horshafa, what up? Hey, I'm fine. What are you thinking at anyway? Wagering your very being on dubious theory, which might allow you to enter Iceheart's lair, knowing full well that she should have sufficient forewarning to complete her ritual to summon Shiva anyway, and then engaging the abomination in mortal combat. By the fury I didn't, 'tis the stuff of ballads. A battle for the ages. Would that I had been there to fight by your side. Yet here I was forced to wait, condemned to wonder at the fate of a dear friend for a veritable eternity. I would not wish such torture on my most hated enemy. But you are here now, and that is what truly matters. Let us move on. Sir Emmerich wished to have words with you and Master Afno in private. He awaits here in the Amphitheatre. Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna go talk to him. Without me, and Emmerich requires my attention. I shall join you and on. Yeah, no problems. Funny thing is when you were doing Snowcloak, you actually couldn't re-enter this place. It was kind of weird. What is that? What is that unhappy face? That's me when I'm playing video games and I know my internet just cut out. Greeting, madam. I shall show you in at once.
On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, allow me to express my deepest thanks. Never before have we been required to contend with a primal. Indeed, there were fears in some quarters that our knights might not be equal to the task. From what we have now learned of these beings, I can say with certainty that we would have lost a great many men had the Scions not intervened.
Then the argument for preemptive action should be self-evident. Perchance now you will reconsider my proposal that Ishgard move against Natalan.
Ere we first met, a similar proposal was tabled, but the Holy See decreed that we were to observe, and that military action should be taken only in self-defense. All things considered, it was not an unreasonable decision. Since the Calamity, 2 vigils have fallen to the Horde, while Garuda has never shown any inclination to storm the gates of judgment. Which is why this unprecedented crisis and its resolution may prompt a change in policy. You who have faced these primals know well the threat they pose. Ishgard did not. Not until now. And there is naught like a brush with death to change a man's outlook.
At the very least, this should silence any lingering objections to our arrangement with Revenant's Toll. The Holy See may even feel moved to grant us its formal endorsement.
So far as it is possible, the Scions shall be compensated for their service.
We should be grateful for any aid you can provide.
As a gesture of good faith, I shall withdraw my previous request. Your people are doubtless needed elsewhere.
That will not be necessary. We too have a vested interest in watching Dravania's movements.
I see. Once more, I must thank you.
Sir Emmerich, if I may, do you truly believe that Midgardsormr could return?
The heavens are a window unto truth, but those who interpret their movements are not infallible. I requested your involvement as a precautionary measure.
But of course, you sought an excuse to compensate us from the first, mindful of what would happen if Revenant's Toll were taken by your enemies. Ishgard is not wont to aid its neighbors, but that does not preclude it from manipulating them to serve its own interests.
Choose your next words carefully.
Do you know what sort of man becomes Lord Commander of the Temple Knights? One who comes from good stock. I did not. Yet here I am. Now, why do you suppose that is? Because I swiftly learnt to tell the difference between words, deeds, and beliefs. You are correct, Master Leveilleur. Ishgard desires to see Revenant's Toll flourish, as it would present a troublesome obstacle to our enemies from the south.
We are so glad to be of use to you.
As we are to you. Ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement, lest we forget, one born of necessity. The dragons grow more restless by the day, and the heretics harry us nigh without cease.
Oh God,
we have
that's
contended with such troubles for centuries, but there are limits to even our endurance. Yet as a pauper is loath to part with his meager possessions, the leaders of Ishgard are not wont to render up their trust to outsiders. But with perseverance on our part, they may yet be made to see the light. Nevertheless, one must take care when walking the road less traveled.
Wise words, Sir Emmerich. I shall make a point to remember them. I must apologize for my earlier outburst. I hope it will not sour our good relations.
Not at all. You but spoke from the heart. I trust you understand that at times my duties may prevent me from meeting with you. On such occasions, my second-in-command will speak for me.
Lucia, at your service. Pray excuse our reticence. We are but wary of speaking too freely, lest our sentiments be made known to our enemies. Know that the Lord Commander and I are of one mind. For the sake of Ishgard, and of Eorzea at large, I pray our peoples can put aside their differences.
What? I do it.
Those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future.
I'm not looking at the past. Why are you
Should
looking
aught
at me?
befall one of our shipments, pray inform Lucia immediately. You may also relay to her any words you might have for me alone. Not being of Ishgardian birth, she owes no allegiance to any noble house, making her as near to incorruptible as one can find in my homeland. Suffice it to say, I trust her completely, and so may you. Which reminds me, Lord Orchafon, if you would be so kind.
Certainly.
In times such as these, trust is ever in short supply. Mayhap this will go some way to rectify the problem. The results of our investigation into the heretics' recent attacks, as well as our interrogation of the merchant you detained.
Sir Emmerich, I cannot thank you enough.
Think nothing of it. Ishgard may be many things, but it is no friend to Garlemald.
That's pretty true.
Did I not tell you to have faith, my friend?
Faith, yes. The fact it took 6 men to hold you back? Definitely. Yes. I want to get back in here. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll talk to them real quick. What do they have to add? And then I'm going to sign off of this. One tailors attacked its enemy in case Giovanni's primals require a somewhat different approach. And all its primals fails in comparison to your own. Nevertheless, the circumstances surrounding this particular summoning are unique. No, it would be most unfortunate if they were reproduced, I should think. Alright. But with that, guys, I'm actually going to be cutting this episode right. Yeah. I think we're well over the 30-minute marker. Including the fact I got to include the cutscenes from the previous bit. It is going to be a fair bit of content. So, as always, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. When we come back, ladies and gents, we will go talk to Alpha now and see what the evidence Horshaphon and Sir Emmerich has given to us. I'll see you guys then. Thanks.